saw him win a Brit Award, but you never heard of him. Who is CASISDEAD? This is his strange story. Cas has been about since the early 2000s under the alias of Castro. At this time he was making grime. The earliest song I can find of him is very different to his current music.
I pick up from London Docklands, drop off in the north of Scotland, by 10 get back to Tottenham, and then cook that crack in Tottenham, cook that in a foo-foo pot, and don't let it get too hot, cause you don't wanna crack that pot, and what you trying to stack or not?
Being from Tottenham, he naturally collaborated with other MCs from his area, for example JME. This is the time when he got rated as an underground artist, but he never achieved mainstream success. His early musical inspirations ranged from Biggie and Tupac to Human League. I think you can really hear the 80s influence from Human League in his music today. Even though he is unfiltered in his music, he keeps his private life hidden from the outside world. There is a lot of speculation online to his story, which is because he has intentionally kept this out of the public eye. In 2006, Castro released the number 23 mixtape. After this, he went radio silent. There are claims online that he was in jail, which prevented him from making music. During this time, there was speculation that he was dead. So when he came back in 2012 with the release of number 23, he changed his name to CASISDEAD to play on these rumours. As well as changing his name, he also changed his style completely, as you can hear from his 2012 mixtape.
But I tell you what, there's blood coming out when I cough. Spent most of my life in the dark, chasing the light like a moth. Eventually the light will turn off.
He has always hidden his identity. At first he wore a bally, then he wore a plastic mask, but in 2012 he started wearing a realistic rubber mask, which he still wears to this day. In 2014 he released another mixtape titled Commercial 2. As you can hear, the sound of this mixtape sounds a lot more similar to his sound today.
Yeah, I'm riding a wave like surfers. We got food in surplus, anything you could ever want to purchase. Get the feds to the shop and search us. You know when niggas strapped like insurgents. They do dirt like detergents. You don't move across them in his curtains. Guaranteed to get hurt for certain. Anti-skill, Marcus Dell.
In 2018 he released his most popular song to date, Pat's Earrings, and this was actually my first introduction to his music. You can see the impact that this song had on his popularity using Google Trends, and his mixtape from 2014 also had a considerable impact. It wasn't until 2023, 20 years after he first started making music, that he released his debut album, Famous Last Words. It was this album that led him to win the award at the Brits. Honestly, I was surprised when I saw him win the Brit Award, not because he doesn't make good music, just because the lone wolf never usually wins. And usually the awards go to more industry-friendly and advertiser-friendly artists. I think his story is a positive one, as it shows you to never give up and also to stay authentic to yourself and stick with it. His story also teaches us to have the right people around us. For example, when he talks about gigs, who never stood in his way or treated him different to other people.